What's up, everybody? It's the Common Sense of Buster coming at you with another video. And in this video, in case you haven't heard, AMC has dropped a proxy statement with the SEC that we're going to have to be voting on pretty soon. We're going to have an annual meeting of the stockholders to be held on June 5th, 2024. And they're going to want us to vote on these proposals. Now, people, I don't have to do much studying here. This is the exact, pretty much same proposals they've been trying to get passed now for almost 3 years. Now, just to show you that they're different, let's look at March, and you see what they were voting on in March of 2001. All right, to approve it to 500 million shares, to elect for the board Philip Lauder, Gary Locke, Adam, and so forth. Ernst & Young, the compensation plan, and so forth. Nothing here about declassifying the board. If we go to June 2021, we see the 5 proposals that they needed us to vote on. One was to increase the share capital to 25 million more shares, to re-elect certain directors, approve appointment of Ernst & Young, non-binding vote on the compensation. Same thing, over and over. But then you see here in September of 2023, this proposal, okay? And it has down here to eliminate the prohibition against stockholders writing by written consent, proposals to amend. This is in September. Notice how it wasn't in the other two? Now let's look at April of 2024. And what's the thing they want us to talk about? To approve an amendment to our third amended and restated certificate of incorporation to declassify our board of directors. All right, people, if you want AMC to be taken over, you vote yes to this, okay? Because to declassify the board is to remove an anti-takeover matter. They have been doing this now for about 1.5 years, 2 years, trying to get this passed by the shareholders, and we haven't approved it, okay? Now it's back again. And they want to declassify the board members. Now let me show you what that means. Here you see Philip Lauder, Locke, and Sussman are Class 1 directors whose terms will expire at the annual meeting of the stockholders. Class 1 directors. Aaron, Koch, Paulus, and yes sir, whatever your name is, are Class 2 directors and whose term will expire the following year. And then so forth for Class 3 directors. All right, it expires at the 2026. Notice how you get the voting on 3 directors staggered for 3 years. Then it starts back over. This is so people like Amazon, people like Disney cannot buy enough shares, change out the board all at once. They would have to vote them in a 3-year period. All right, it has to stagger. That's to keep people from taking over companies. A lot of companies have this in their certificate of incorporation. Why would they want to remove the declassification of the board? It's just unfathomable unless they're trying to give the company away. All right? And we'll just skip over to if this, if not this. I want to show you this one right here. To approve an amendment to our certificate of incorporation to eliminate the prohibition against stockholders acting by written consent. Okay, you need to understand that does not mean shareholders like me and you. All right, in this document, that refers to stockholders who own more than like 2.5 or 2.9% of the shares outstanding. This ain't me and you. This is institutions. And right now, an institution that holds a bunch of shares of AMC like Vanguard, they can't just write in and say they want to hold a special meeting and then put whoever they want on top of the board. That's what would happen when you declassify the board and you eliminate the prohibition against shareholders being able to call special meetings. These two things are so important. Number 4, to approve an amendment to our certificate of incorporation to remove the limitation on stockholders' ability to call a special meeting. Again, that's not me and you. That's stockholders who they have to have a pretty substantial amount. I think it's 2.5% or 2.9%. It's up there. I can't remember. You have to own a lot of shares of AMC. Well, if you own a lot of share of AMCs and these pass, then what you're saying is you're giving Vanguard the permission to be able to file for a special board member meeting of shareholders to elect new directors of the board, and they would put their own people on the board, and AMC would effectively be taken over. That's how it works. And all in one. Now this is like I said, the third one where they've tried to get all these passed, and we've always said no. So if you don't want AMC to be taken over, you want to vote no to all of these proposals, people. All right, except for you got the Ernst & Young and whatever down here. We'll talk about those later. But these anti-takeover matters, you cannot remove them from the damn articles of incorporation. You make yourself susceptible to a takeover. With that, love y'all. Be blessed. And I'm wondering if that's what his plan is. See you in the next video.